Jai Hind students, welcome to the world of literature. Let's enjoy today's poem, The Tale of Custard the Dragon. This poem is written in the style of ballad, a song or poem that tells a story. You must be familiar with ballads that narrate tales of courage or heroism. This poem is a humorous ballad close to a parody. Read it aloud and let's pay attention to the rhythm. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really a truly a little pet dragon. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard, but the dragon was a coward, and she called him Custard. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath, mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and really a truly a daggers on his toes. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears, and Ink and Blink chased Lion down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Belinda tickled him, she tickled him unmerciful. Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the really or truly or cowardly dragon. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said, "Weak, which is giggling for a mouse." Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Suddenly they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled, and they all looked around. Meow, cried Ink, and ooh, cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the window, pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Belinda paled and she cried, "Help, help!" But Mustard fled with a terrified yelp. Ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and little Mouse Blink strategically mouseholed. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon, with a clatter and a clank and a jangling squirm. He went at the pirate like a robin at a worm. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired two bullets, but they didn't hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. Belinda embraced him, Mustard licked him. No one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink in glee and gyrate around the dragon that ate the pirate. But presently up spoke little dog Mustard. "I'd have been twice as brave if I hadn't been flustered." And up spoke Ink and up spoke Blink. "We would have been 3 times as brave, we think." And Custard said, "I quite agree that everybody is braver than me." Belinda still lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and her really truly little pet dragon. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of bears, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard keeps crying for a nice safe cage. So it was very well written by Ogden Nash. So in this poem we have total 5 characters: Belinda, Mustard, Ink, Blink, and Custard the dragon. Now let's know something about Ogden Nash. Ogden Nash was a famous American poet well known for his light verse. At the time of his death in 1971, the New York Times said his droll verse, with its unconventional rhymes, made him the country's best known producer of humorous poetry. Nash wrote over 500 pieces of comic verse. The best of his work was published in 14 volumes between 1931 and 1972. Among his most popular writings were a series of animal verses, many of which featured his off kilter rhyming devices. Nash was best known for surprising pun like rhymes, sometimes with words deliberately misspelled for comic effect, as in his retort to Dorothy Parker's humorous dictum, men seldom make passes at girls who wear glasses. Nash poetry was often a playful twist of an old saying or poem. Nash was a baseball fan and he wrote a poem titled Line Up for Yesterday, an alphabetical poem listing baseball immortals, published in Sports Magazine in January 1949. The poem pays tribute to the baseball greats and to his own fandom in alphabetical order. Now, let's understand the theme of the poem. The poem's topic is that everyone has their own unique qualities and should never be judged based on their appearance. We should never make fun of somebody based on their behavior, looks, qualities, or flaws, for they are the ones who stand tall and boldly in the face of adversity. Frederick Ogden Nash is an American poet who is famous for his light verse. He was famous as a producer of humorous poetry. He wrote this poem, The Tale of Custard the Dragon, in the style of a ballad, means a song that tells a story. Ballads narrate the tales of courage or heroism. Such a humorous ballad is ending with a parody. The poem begins by introducing the poem's main character, Belinda. Belinda lived in a little white house with her four pets, a black kitten, a grey mouse, a yellow dog, a little dragon, and a red wagon, too. The name of the little black kitten was Ink, the little grey mouse was Blink, and the little yellow dog was Mustard. Boo, the dragon was a mustard. The dragon was a coward, and Valinda called him Custard. Custard Dragon was having big sharp teeth, spikes on top of him, and scales underneath. His mouth was similar to a fireplace, and his nose was like a chimney. Also, he had daggers on his toes. Thank you.